Morning everyone, it's Rebecca Coomes from The Healthy Gut and I'm on my morning walk this morning. I thought I'd just do a bit of a recap on my first week on the 8-week blood sugar diet. So the great news is that at today's weigh-in I was 2.3 kilos or 5 pounds down from where I was last Monday. It's an amazing weight loss. And you know, it wasn't that hard overall. I had some tough days, but overall, it's actually been relatively easy. So I started off the week feeling really motivated, really positive. I felt like I could do this. I didn't find the days difficult. I'm used to fasting on 2 days where I eat only 500 calories on a day, and that's generally just one dinner. So having 800 calories felt pretty easy. I split that over 2 meals, lunch and dinner, and that was fine. And then halfway through, I got my period. And in the past, because I have endometriosis, I can put on as much as 2 kilos when I have my period. And that's really unfair, it seems. And there's a helicopter going over me right now, so apologies for the extra noise. So my period started and my weight loss stopped. The good news is I didn't put on any weight, but I didn't lose any weight for 3 days. And in the first week of this challenge, to not lose any weight for 3 days, I realised was really psychologically tough. I felt really upset. I felt like a tantrum throwing 2-year-old at sometimes. And there were big parts of my brain that were just screaming out, "It's not working, don't do it, you may as well stop." I didn't, I kept going, but it was really tough. I also had 2 social engagements this week. I had friends down from Queensland and we were celebrating their engagement, and then I had dinner with girlfriends. And on both occasions everyone was drinking, there was beautiful food, and I couldn't eat it. So one of the meals was at a restaurant, so I just ordered fish and steamed vegetables. And then another meal was at a friend's house, and so I took my own food. And I'm such a foodie, and so it's really kind of painful for me to have to take my own food and not eat other people's beautiful food. But I did it, I stuck to my guns. Now, on both those days, I did go over my 800 calories. I probably ended up at about 900 to 1,000 calories, which is obviously higher than what the program says to do. But I didn't beat myself up over it. I just accepted that that was what it was. I didn't have complete control of my food on those days. And, you know, so be it. I didn't have success on everything though this week. I had set myself a goal to get 7.5 hours sleep and be in bed by 12 midnight every night, and I didn't achieve that every night. I'd also set a goal to do some yoga, and I'm sad to say I did none. So this week's goal is to at least do 1 yoga session. At least, I've got to do 1. The other thing I realised was that I'm not drinking enough water. So I've been tracking my water intake, and towards the end of this week I was doing really well. I was hitting 2 litres a day, but at the beginning of the week, you know, some days I didn't even make a litre, which isn't good. So this week's challenge for myself is to be consistent with my water intake. I've also found tracking calories a little bit difficult. I've had disordered eating in the past, and I purposefully, for many years now, have not stood on the scales or tracked calories as a way to try and get out of that mindset of forever counting what I'm eating. So that's been a little bit difficult for me to do that again and to stand on the scales every day, but I am using this as an experiment. I know it's only going to be 8 weeks and I'm feeling pretty mentally strong, and you can see I've got some hot doggies behind me that I'm walking for friends at the moment. And the other thing that I'm doing on this program is I'm using it to take a round of herbs as my way to help prevent SIBO from returning. I'm at risk of having it return because I have endometriosis and I'm convinced I have abdominal adhesions. So I need to be really careful around keeping the excess bacteria in my small intestine down. So I'm using this as a bit of a cleanse over these 8 weeks. Anyway, all in all, it's been a pretty good first week. I'm really happy with the results, and I am looking forward to where I end up at the end of week 2. I look forward to speaking to you soon, guys. See you soon.